Welcome to Bible Study Together 4.0. There's been an update to the app here, and I just want to point out some of the new features and some of the problems that some people might face when the app upgrades, and make sure that nobody gets too confused and everybody enjoys continuing using the new features in the app. So the main things that have changed in the app are that you can now have multiple groups, and you can also have multiple reading plan schedules. So in order to get started with this, I'm just going to show you real quickly. If you scroll down to the bottom of this page, you'll see version 4.0.0 in this case. So this has been upgraded to version 4 of the app. And then if I come back up here, you'll see that there's a few little things that are different. And that is right here. If you click on this guy or somewhere on here, it pops open with this new little menu. And this actually shows that you have multiple schedules, or that I have multiple schedules for reading plans in here. So I have a personal one. You can see this because it has a single person. And this one here shows that it's a group one because it has a group one. I can also set up more of these. So if I want to read at a particular pace, read through the Bible myself in 6 months, I could have it set up here. And I could set it up and have it on a personal plan, for instance. And then let's say if I wanted to be reading with my church over the course of 2 years, then I could have a separate group one that is set up with my group for my church, and it will keep it on track for the 2 years, and I can switch back and forth between them. The other thing that's new on this is if I come over here, you'll also see that I have some more. I've put a little instruction thing in here. And if you want to close that, it tells you a little bit more about what's new here. I'm just going to say I got it. Thanks. Is what that thing tells you, though, is basically that this little tab here, you can click on this group here, and it will pop up with your group details. And then if you click on this one over here, it pops up with your personal stuff. So if you want to join another group or create a group or change your profile, you can do that from here. I've also upgraded a few things here. If you click on that one, and pop up in the details, you can see that there's this it scrolls inside of here now, and also it's searchable. So if we want to search for different people and we have a large group or something like that, we can search for them really quickly like that. So that's a little bit more convenient in that sense, especially for larger groups. This stuff is pretty much similar. This is one way, if you have a group, you can update or set your group reading plan right here. And that's a quick way to get that fixed and updated and set properly. So if your group does not have a reading plan, or you need to fix your reading plan so it actually is on the right schedule, you can click on this guy and it will pop it open. Now, only group admins are allowed to adjust and change the group reading plan, and it'll pop open this page. You can't change the name of the reading plan. It's going to be stuck with the name of your group. If you change the name of your group, it will change the name of your reading plan here. You can set the pace of it, so you can be reading it in 2 years, 1 year, 8 months, 6 months, or 92 days. And then also it's just the same things here. You set the schedule, and once you get all this stuff set, you just say, set start date. It pops up, start your plan. And now if you were the group admin, it just updated your group reading plan, and it sends that out to everybody in your group. So the next time everybody opens your group, their group reading plan will all be exactly the same as the one that you just set. So there's no syncing between reading plans, between the groups anymore or anything like that. It automatically does it. So if you actually have a group reading plan in here, if the admin changes it, the schedule of it or anything with it, it will automatically be updated for all of the group members. So it should be way simpler in terms of getting new group members on board. As soon as they sign in, they will have a group reading plan ready to go that's synced with your group. And now this is the thing that may have some people confused is when you move from version 3 to version 4, if you were part of a group and your group was not set up with the reading plan the same as what you had your reading plan set at, then the app will now will try to figure out were you reading with other people in your group or were you not. If you weren't, it's and your schedule was different than what your group was for whatever reason, it's going to create these two separate reading plans. It'll create one that's a personal for my reading plan, and that will be where all your scheduled days are. And then this would be created for your group and whatnot. And so you can, if you want to continue on your pace and not what your group is set at, all you have to do is click on my reading plan, and then it will go to your scheduled, and it'll have your days checked off, just like they were in version 3. And so nothing is lost. If all of a sudden you open the app and you're stuck on your group's reading plan, and all your check days seem like they're gone, they're not gone. It's because when the app converted over to version 4, it went ahead and it realized that your schedule didn't sync up with your groups, and so it made a separate reading plan so it didn't get overwritten. And so if you just want to go back here, all your check days will still be there and everything will be good. So that's one thing you just need to be aware of. Most people, I think, if you're not in a group, it will just have a personal reading plan and it won't have a group reading plan, and all your check days will still be there just like normal. And if your scheduled reading plan that you are using in version 3 is the same as your groups, it will just have the group reading plan and all your check days will be there. So this odd scenario is just going to happen if your schedule was not the same as the way your group was set up. You can set up more schedules, reading plans right here like this. The other thing too to point out, just coming back here, is that if your reading plan, with your group, you can change between your different groups by clicking on this. And so you can see here I have a prayer group that I created, and I have a beta tester group. And so I can have one group that doesn't even have a reading plan attached to it. It's just a group, and that group I use to send prayer requests to people and different things. And so you can have a prayer group, you can have a family group, you can have a church group, you can have a Bible study group, and each one of them can be tied into here. And you'll see that now it shows here that that there's new things that are still new posts in here for each of these. And if it doesn't go away right away, just scroll down. And this is because it's the first load and there's tons of things in here. And this see, there you go. Eventually I hit the place where there was no new posts, scrolling down, and then that goes away. And if I come here, you'll see that there's no new posts now. If I click on here, it sees that there's it's been seen, and now there's no new posts there. So now if I got a new post and stuff like that, it will pop up and show new posts again with different things. But it refreshes every time you open the app. So yeah, so there's some things here that of how to get started with this. And so before, if you want to, and like I said, like I've said before in other videos, this is how you invite people still. It's right in here. You click on this, it scrolls down into the space where you can invite members, and you can copy and send the message, or you can just copy this guy out and different things like that. But yeah, outside of that, there isn't a whole lot that's changed, except that now you can actually have multiple groups and you can have multiple reading plans. It was a huge change in terms of developing the app, and I think it'll be a huge change for people using the app in that sense. who want to have multiple groups. But aside from that, it should be pretty straightforward, and things look pretty much the same. Just added the actual drop down in here, and the drop down in here, and added the changes here. I think as well, I'll just add this too, if you're adding a new post, you can actually switch between your groups of what you want, where you want that post to be posted. So it gives you a little bit of confidence to know, to make sure that you are posting to the right group when you're creating a new post. So that's available there too. So aside from that, this isn't a big video going through everything in the app or a complete walkthrough, but it's just a quick video to make sure that everybody knows, what happened here and where the new features are, and if their reading plan doesn't show their checked days the way that you think it should, then it's probably because you're stuck on your group and instead of your reading plan, your current reading plan. All right, so this is the Bible Study Together app, and this is how it works. If you have any questions, please reach out to me on the contact page. I'd be happy to help you. Please don't give me nasty reviews because I give you new features. Just let me know if you're having a problem and I will fix it. So, all right, guys, enjoy multiple groups. This is something people have been asking for the last probably 4 years. And I finally was able to get this out before the beginning of the new year. I hope you guys enjoy it. And enjoy being able to have multiple groups and set up multiple reading schedules now. Bye.